once again, I to give out praises, honor, and glory to our
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
double honors to the apostles and others of great ministry that do well. And peace and salutation to the Akamoni world that pushes through in sincerity. Again, we come out here, not only to warn people because as prophets, your job is to prophesy, but also to, make sure that men know that they get themselves ready for that day also. Because it's not just to come out here and prophesy and tell the people the destruction coming, but also prepare yourself. You understand? To get yourself ready for that time. So we can present for me in Revelation 6 from 14.
Revelation chapter 6 verse 14. Say, and the heaven departed as a scroll, then it is rolled together, and every mountain and island will move out of their places.
You understand? So that talking about what? When them nuclear missiles started. You understand? That real destruction. You might see it in the movies, you might watch Avengers and telling yourself, it look cool when the missile flying, but when that hit somewhere close to where you live in, it's not a nice sight to see. It's not something nice to experience. Right.
Revelation chapter 6 verse 15. It says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. He said, for the great day of his wrath is come. Revelation chapter 6 verse 17. It says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
And that wrath they're talking about not only going to fall on the heathens, but they're going to fall on 2/3 of Israel. You understand? They're going to fall on all the men who actually come into the truth and fall back out. Or for the men and all the men who actually wasn't keeping the will of the Lord. You understand? Them is the ones who got to face that wrath. Which is why he doesn't always come and just talk about destruction. He does also warn people to get themselves ready. Just like what used to happen in the time of Jonah. When the Lord sent Jonah, what he sent him to do, he sent to warn the people to tell them to check themselves. So he would not destroy them.
Isaiah 1 and a read from 2 and verse 19, right? 2 and verse 19, considering how you're talking about how the Mosai, he said, he was shaking it now, but he play weapons now. Isaiah 2 and verse 19, he said, and they shall go into holes of the rocks and into caves of the earth. And that's what he said right now, building what? Building bunkers. You know what I mean? It have a show called Doomsday Preppers. And it'll show like a series and it'll see them, And the reason why he saw building these things, because he saw is one of the smartest hunters or cunning hunters you could ever get. You know what I mean? He saw know, just like the animals know. You know what I mean? He saw know that there is ahead. You know what I mean? So he digging deep in the earth. I think I was watching that thing with Alex Crowley. And if anybody know who is Alex Crowley, they actually shot a ban on Crowley because he used to talk about the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the about gangs. You know what I mean? And so forth now.
Alex Crowley or Alex Jones?
Alex Jones, there. Tell our kid. Alex Jones. You know what I mean? And he used to talk about things that, he had them building now by bunkers. You know what I mean? They study about nuclear weapons. They build nuclear weapons and they building things to hide themselves. You know what I mean? So Alex Jones does one of them who actually used to really come out and talk about it now. Right. So these are Isaiah 2 and verse 19. He says, and they shall go into holes of the rocks and into caves for fear of the Lord. Just like how you say the Lamb, fear of the Lamb. And who the Lamb is? The Ashai Mashiach. You know what I mean? Fear of the Lord and of the glory of his majesty, when he shall arise to shake terribly the earth. You know what I mean? When you are in Musa, when you Musa come back, everything happen. And I mean, he say the earth will shake to and fro, you know, like never before. And I mean, and if you go and cause that, nukes, yo, nuclear ICD and nuke. And I mean, and you can't deny it, it's real. And I mean, that's like, what's the show called Choice? You dig? These men used to be warring. You dig? It's nothing like, I tell tomorrow is when it says war is war. I like get up and get ready. That's why you have a thing called the army, Coast Guard, Air Guard. And I mean, when it's time for war, you can happen. It's war. It's not no boy and roll like before, you know. It's nuclear weapons. And I know men know movies, men see how nuclear weapons operate. You understand? A man can create something that never exists, so this was in existence. So the real talk is nuclear weapons is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 8, straight to the point. It says a time to love and a time to hate, a time to war, a time of war.
A time of what?
A time of war.
A time of war, boy.
And a time of peace. And that's the back to what the brother saying here. There's a time for everything. When the war actually kick off, it's not turning back. It's already most I can make the war cease. You know, so when now that war starts, the war Armageddon, which is World War III, you know, it's not turning back. It's not peace street after that. You know?
It's I think we see him by them Troy. Come out, you see who all the family, you look back home now. You go back home now, who all the wife, all the children, you look back home now because when this war is war.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't want to go back home, but I know the scripture, you talk about that too. You know what I mean? Even when I watch 300 the movie, they was talking, they say, man, who are the family, for the other thing. You go back home, you know what I mean? It's war. And time for we have now.
Even in the scriptures they pass, if you was faint at heart, you were supposed to go out.
God. Like that is scripture, so if you have, when all these people lost faith, when all these people, we are feeling when I go, when they started seeing looks now, and they started seeing when I go, real talk. You know what I mean? That's why Mashiach can come into play and really take over the whole scene. And that's why he say this bit will shake through and through. When their parents are, sorry, you know, that grandparents, you know what I mean? That trumpet, you know, do hard, you know. Now the alarm system, when they see the alarm system, when they have when they work and they have like that's something you want to work on, some emergency go, when they have an alarm, let's go off. They go in.
Them big old company does have it.
Yeah, all them companies, all them big companies just have them things. Now I mean the alarm when Mashiach going to come back is nukes. I mean, nukes.
And the alarm is to tell you something for me what danger. You know danger.
That's two kind of alarms going here.
Have a piece of fear.
The two kind of alarms that are going on here. One is the alarm that we're ringing right now, just to warn you before it happens. The next alarm you're going on here is when fire and start up.
Destruction.
Yeah. I always go on niggas that do this.
Yeah, well, they will listen when they get the draft ticket, when they get the draft left meal. You have been called to serve.
And you can't tell them no.
You can't tell them no because it's jail.
Yeah, it's jail because they come in by your house too, and they come in by your house. There's a plenty of them who got drafted.
Anybody, once you over 18 years,
Men and women, equality.
men and women.
And I see all these scriptures tying together. That's why the microchip, when I'm coming to play now, the microchip, the reason why the microchip is like, that's like how in Egypt, you saw the work for your food, right? And then mash it, spiritually, right now. Back then, you saw that mixing water and a band, they get a plate of food. You know what I mean? And the slave master used to come and brand them. You know what I mean? To say, well, they like nice food. Even when he was in, when he was captured by the so-called white man. You know what I mean? Still brand me still. But what makes it even more bitter is that, remember, they don't know they own us. But they can't pinpoint these 99. You know what I mean? But they don't have full control when they bring in the microchip. You that microchip now, they could tell you where, they could know exactly where it is and where you're doing. You know what I mean?
And
You become the
billions
product,
spot.
yeah, and you become the product itself now. So if you say no, now I mean, think, alright, cool, let's switch up, let's make the switch. Make the switch there one time, you know, cool boss.
Yeah, because he saw what Jake as an item. As cattle. That all he is to the white man, you know? Cattle. Like,
It's a brand new.
yeah, like even go back to that brand, like I was watching a little history thing on the Titanic, right? What did they show you about the Titanic is that it had blacks on the boat. That was and it disrupted it all in the fire, trying to keep pumping and things like that. But when the Titanic sank, the blacks were not allowed to come up, and they weren't allowed to actually board these ships, the rescue ships, because they were just considered items. So like when there was any check-ins, at the white people on the ships, the blacks were like luggage. You know? Well, I'm missing this luggage. So that means this my luggage gets sick with the ship. You know? And that's the level what Jake's is to Esau. Well, there's nothing special to them. Yeah, changing.
If you look at the Illuminati, there's refer to them as like cattle queen or cattle.
Yeah.
Like Goyan, I think that term is called them Goyan, like cattle. Okay, that was good.
Happy Saturday. And then Isaiah 13 verse 1. He said, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. He said, lift me up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice of them, and to them shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble. And what the brother was saying earlier, to warn the people, and that's what we're doing now. You know, we warn them about the destruction to come, we warn them about the RFID chip. You know, so we're shaking the hands of the noble. You know? He said, I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. He said, the noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, the tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, the Most High Yahweh of hosts mustered the host of the battle.
What?
He mustered the host of the battle.
Like all that, when I hear about Master Point, even down here. Master Point. Yeah, everybody here have gather when something we don't take. I mean, if I'm building an alarm and I'm building everybody, they gather that person, they will be seen. I mean, they say everybody outside in the Master Point.
Right.
I mean?
And it's a set. And it's a set.
That's set for you, that's set
The
place.
same with the Lord, I'm a place set for that.
Can.
Set for that big one over, you know?
So that's the
Yeah.
fact.
Yes.
And so let me consider here, I me in this vacuum. He said they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Most High Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. He said, holy, for the day of the Most High Yahweh is at hand.
Is that what?
Is at hand.
Can.
He said, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Hey, that they man gonna be balling, but I'm going to say, hey, they wanna die.
Right.
So when they start to see all these things going on, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, men protecting their life now. Men actually for bodyguard and like, protecting their life, like, you know, to it. Today, when that day men gonna be balling for it to die. Balling to die.
That is to show you like going back to like where they stayed before the Egyptian preppers, right? What were Esau doing? Esau prepping because they know, hey, something really going to happen. They say, you know what, we want to pack up on canned food, we want to pack up on this, on water and things. What Jake doing? We're going in his son. We're going to prep, we're going to prep for the next boat ride. Now, you see, because Esau know, hey, yeah, boy. Wait, so in about some years, a year time, whatever it is, however long they say they're going to prepare for it, something will happen. They just know in the spirit that something will happen, something will take place. You understand? I was watching that video, man. That video that we circling all over social media, YouTube, all the social media, right? And it's a video about a man edited up and he played so nice in the video, right? Is that he's showing himself in the video, he's showing Esau, right? All the children.
That's how we can.
And just watch, man, there's a perfect example of what Jake can do. Fucking wine and dine. That's all they consider. So we matter the point, you know, in the video, right? In the video, they show you fucking, they show you how Esau the children with guns and where's called the boa? Oh God, the crossbow, the crossbow. Yeah, the little children, little girls are talking about that. Little girls, the man and show the boys here, to show the little girls running and flipping on the ground with crossbow. You understand? With them boys, with gun, how to reload. And the next about a second after you sort of show you the chicks, what they just want to do it, twerking. You know? Yeah, it's something else, it's circling all over. Show brothers see. And they show you twerking the dance, their leg up in the air, this and that. And you know where the shopping come and say go and see from the jigs and anything come on board? But how white people they make the children do the same thing? No, you're idiot. No,
Even yourself, when I watch the percentage, I like the percentage of Jake.
Yeah, Jake far exceed.
And that small percentage is probably Jake's who is looking like.
Yeah.
Same spirit.
Same spread. Yeah, they even need to be white people dance and talk it like a DJ spread. You understand?
Confusion
Yeah,
faces.
confusion face and that's slumber spread still.
Yeah, because even this scripture has to be fulfilled, or this scripture say, as the days no one.
Yeah.
They're going to be what? They're going to be partying and giving into marriage and things. But that was Jake one. Because no one was sent to own Jake's too. No one was sent to own the Jake's how they too.
And that's good point, but like, if you notice, remember Esau is a great on die. You know Esau mentality is different. But Jake mentality is to what? To everything wicked. You understand? Jake mentality everything wicked. If you watch anything Jake do, everything Jake do, it always has to have a festivity behind it. Always has to have festivity. Baby born, Christmas. Baby 1 year, party. If baby gonna born, it's what is it called? Baby shower. You gonna get married, strip club, this done. Everything Jake does party. Today's July the 11th or 13th, what about this? Horoscope. No horoscope tell them. Today could be a fine day, so today we do thing. And then old Jake just go day by day. While he saw that other children jumping and from shit like Tarzan, praying for something to come. A greater, because at the end of the day, you feel, when he saw us travel, right? When he saw watch the signs and thing, you know, when they keep the population and the 500 million, and when they keep the soul, and keep the soul, you really feel going what's the daughter that you say, nah, let's protect my daughter. Let's protect my daughter. You understand? So they will do like doomsday preppers. But you see he saw the prep so much is that they're preparing for a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, they bring it up to movies.
Yeah, zombie apocalypse. You understand?
Well, they know when them shut down the system, them know how hungry them people are and want to get up and they do like zombies.
Yeah. Now I know what the zombies who they're preparing for is all in James. But no, they're hungry, all they want to run and things like zombies. You understand? Have I put pizza up here? You didn't finish it yours? Go on yours and go down. Yeah, you go.
You see Isaiah 13, and that's what I was saying about it. Isaiah 13, verse 7, he said, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Say, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another, their faces shall be as flames. You know? As the brother was saying, in that day, men will be wishing to dead because the kind of things they will be seeing. And the Most High actually promised me that he will send back out beasts and things too. Beasts they never see before. So people will start to be devoid from them beasts and them. So it will be like you wake up in a dream, but it will be waking to try to give up. And it's failure because why? It's reality.
When they took the beast act, imagine you thinking about it, destruction happening. You hear missiles on that side. People killing each other for food on this side. Wild animals trying to kill you. Now they talk about you run from a lion and a bear.
Yeah,
no matter where you go, it will have calamity. That's how different it will be. Now you
This is Joel 2 and 2. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. As earlier we were talking about sounding alarm, right? Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of power cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Verse 2. A day of darkness and of glooming gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. So Amos 5 and 18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. So what end it is for you?
Because some men, they go get the truth, you know what I mean? That's some men will say, I want to say, come now, but you're ready? You really feel ready, right? It come like a call and you going to, like a king. And you calling for a king, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Whenever the king feel to come, the king feel to come. But back then, if you go and back gate and call for a king, it's death. You'll talk death one time. You know what I mean? We just had to be like silent and watch and hope and pray. You know what I mean? Keep on praying. Because there is the Messiah is not a nice thing. You know what I mean? Somebody can get Revelation 9 and verse 6.
It's up there real quick. Amos 5 to 18. He said, woe unto you that desire the day of the Most High Yahweh. To what end is it for you?
What end?
What is that?
When I be mindful that this work is doing is patience. I mean, if you don't have patience, then you're on the right path. You'll talk. Yeah, we know there's wickedness going on. We want the Most High come and do things, but we can't call the Most High. I mean, Most High come as when he please. He does when he please. I mean, he's the king. He's power of all. I mean, who is we to say, come now, to save us from what? The punishment that we call upon our own selves. I mean, there are some punishment upon our own selves that we call. You gotta take your punishment, man.
Say, to what end is it for you? The day of the Most High Yahweh is darkness and not light.
Darkness and not light, boy.
Terrible
The Most High
destruction.
see God punish you, it's not a nice thing. Now, you want a revelation.
Like I said, then this feel is something to come and pull them out of this and just continue with
Yeah,
it.
that what they feeling now, boy.
Even it's like when you go back to like the Matthew that say they will say Lord, Lord, Lord.
Yeah, I prophesied in your
Get
name.
it.
When you think about it, it's like who he was prophesying to, what they made a call, you know, what work to do. You know, because it are men prophesy, you know, that still believe in this. You understand? Huh? No, I just think that's a never shop, right? Who was up? I've been prophesying in Lord name and yeah, so you know.
I respect that. Say, not everybody shall be say, Lord, Lord.
Yeah, boy, I don't open prayer. You talk about that every day.
That's all that happens. That always have to be on your mind. Not everybody say, Lord, Lord. And then how I was saying now. When you're fucking deceitful in the dark. When you go there,
Yeah, this is Matthew 7:22. Many will say to me that day, Lord, Lord, have you not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name cast out devils, and that's another thing that they do. They all say that you need to cast out devils. They do so much thing in your name, but they're already on the wrong name anyhow. So that's why he said, and in thy name done many wonderful things. That's what they say, right? And then I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And them saying that, oh, they do all these wonderful works in his name, but they don't even know the name. So that's why when that time comes, he must say, but he won't call him me.
So how you gonna know them wrong name they use? How you gonna know them?
Now you're talking to
Yeah, exactly.
you call it not Toby.
I will for the man and who is deceitful in his people. But never have that to be called on any but the really deceitful.
Like even like for example like you know the unity camps are going on like all the camps come together to hold a summit now like a unity camp. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Everybody one calling Yahshua, one calling Yahweh, one calling Christos, one calling
Calling Zeus.
one calling Zeus, you know. So Lord, which one all calling the right name? You know, not all calling the right name. I mean that brother who name who was in the summit. The idea that not spiritual. No?
You gotta work your own salvation.
Yeah.
The Amos
All
3,
someone go and do for anybody.
What will I something go and do?
this is Amos 3 and 3. Can two work together except they be agreed?
Come on, man. They be real.
That you think everybody have a different doctrine here, so no way that
They be real. So that is what matter like.
that just remind me of Pope trying to bring all them Muslim and then bring it together and say like they go together. But everybody have a different belief.
But no, but them together really and truly behind the scenes, but that together is a different together from this. They want to set like a one world order. They want to set like a one religion together. So everybody go behind. Everybody go be underneath somebody now, you know?
Gone.
But that's somebody with a hold on, just to show you like, hey, low, I prophesy, they know what I do, right? I hold on something. I bring you brothers together, come on. They be real. Yeah, come on. I the Revelation here. It's Revelation 9 verse 6. It says, and in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
Yeah, because you know what? When you want mortality, like when you say things I know about coming. If you have money, and torture, and old face get on your burn off, you know what I mean? When you say get on the work, but the elect, bring back the elect after them and be bored. Hey, say, jumping off bridge and you're like, oh wait.
Can you imagine a man trying to die? Lord keeping you alive to suffer.
Yeah. But that one not going to say, so like, okay, first the Lord dread. Imagine no men seeking life real bad. And when it's time for them to go there, the Most High say no, no?
Why the Most High say, don't
Yeah.
them that could have the tamper with the flesh now.
Yeah, men seeking it now, yeah. Men seeking life now.
Why the Most High say,
All
don't
live
them
now.
that tamper with this body.
That even like when you watch like suicide, like certain suicide cases, right? Like when they jump off building and things, Lord keep them alive. Feel that pain.
Yeah, and then you end up living.
Yeah, you got that from up here.
Yeah, the Lord tell them, hey, we're going on nasty alive. Feel the pain.
They get out so easy.
Or something, yeah.
Yes, Jeremiah chapter 15 verse 3. It says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord. The sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Right, going back like, yeah, that's like going back. Because remember, the Lord also say He go make a covenant to the elect, so the beast won't tamper with them. And the beast won't hurt them, right? But reading over Jeremiah 15 verse 3, it says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds of the Lord. The sword to slay, right? And the dogs to tear. So you're running through the forest, you're running through the city. You're running through the city and you're going to see beasts that they never see before. You understand? Some big beasts that's going from nowhere and that's holding and ripping you up, you know. You know what to say, what kind of beasts is that, bear? Nah, I'm bear, that El Chupacabra.
Some kind of beast. All the time they see dinosaur in the movies and things.
Yeah.
You know, when I come out, just so.
Rex, come and check
You
you.
watching
Yeah.
you watching Godzilla. When I come out, Godzilla.
You're outside.
What's the project where the Most High make these robots and all like Terminator? That's more to thing. The Most High created these robots to be like Terminator right now. Because he's making robots that could move swift.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That could run, that could think for itself, that could talk, that could speak, that could have a conversation.
They just see one Australian. I watch one with what them Japanese do like pinpoint that kind of water. Everything the robot. I don't want skin feature. This the movements might be off, but that was some years back. So you can imagine now when they run through a good AI through the system and thing, you know.
And I want to show you, say, man, we don't have a talk
Yeah.
in the background.
Yeah.
We don't have a talk in the background, and that's show you that.
Yeah, no, he saw us do it, so let's keep the best. And that's really.
What he's showing you is what he done advancing.
The other one said, they say like the nuclear, when the nuclear come on, so them have 10 times faster.
I remember seeing a picture of him black and white. And the picture was with 2 white men standing over the next fella. And it looked like a skin coat in it. And it's a robot like they tried to put together and pass skin over it, and then black and white.
Yeah.
So you can imagine for
Because
that.
it was so dread with me. And you guys see, really much why. I was watching a documentary with what is his name by the first president was Eric Williams.
Trinidad?
Eric Williams. I watched a documentary with him.
Yeah.
I even remember when Dr. Eric Williams was around, I didn't even to born yet, right? And I watched the documentary with him, and we had no kind of, to me, in that time, we didn't have nothing close to electrical stove. And in fact, the man have electrical stove, you know.
Yeah,
I no burner, you know.
people didn't even believe they didn't even have the concept of think about electrical lamp.
Watch me. No. But I wish I could pull up that documentary. But when I see a documentary, but I see it on a DVD, and I pull it back about 3 to 4 times. You know. Cannot believe the public wasn't flat, you know, and it's black and white. You know. Like I tell you, boy.
Even back in them times.
You see that fella, he say again, the latest toys. I'm watching this woman who just deal with that, I call it boy. Supercars. She has come on Facebook as supercars thing now. Watch me. Fingerprint, boom, boom. Jump in. When you jump in by your foot is a screen showing you the front of the car and the back of the car. She could have pressed a button and the car going for itself. Going for itself, supercars. And like now, what the front of the car, back of the car, and I'm going to the same thing. Porsche, I think is Peugeot. Bring on that car. Well, check it out, supercars. Check it out on YouTube. What made it? Them? The toys where you saw have? Ah, boy.
All I want to show you. So imagine the guns now. Imagine the little AK what they feeding the little black boy with a man feeling that he was with a gun out there. He saw a laser and thing flew up the sky, boy. Come on, drone, boy.
Remember the insect that was showing you? I was showing you.
The mosquito.
The one that fly and blow up your head?
Yeah, the fly.
And blow a hole in your skull and kill you. And I was showing you.
But it have a saying that they do that with pigeons. Pigeons? Some pigeons are manufactured to here because pigeons could go anywhere. They live on rooftop easy. They be on the streets and nobody do them nothing. So what I was saying, like some of the pigeons manufactured now, like spies now. And also that they are listening to it. A pigeon, yeah. The ultimate spy.
But you see, as the scripture said, when I read the scripture, the person make it perfect devil, boy. He kingdom, boy. There's nothing you could do in this man's kingdom, and he go no. If you go to him go no, it's like how we all say no picture. If you him watching you on that same camera, what we use it?
That's the devil. People thinking the devil is something.
Yeah.
Is he so?
When you start to see torture, why men could be balling for your time, telling you that not even close. You know what I mean?
Like how you say go outside. When you really think about the go outside, like how they see through like your laptop, your phone and thing, right? Now go back to the eye of horse. Because on the triangle, the pyramid, you all see, well, let's call it the all seeing eye. So there's a reason why they want to see everything. They had to go with their doctrine then, you know? Their belief, you know, they're going behind that too. So when they say go outside, the all seeing eye, they know that they're going back to Shalom and worship Shepherd.
Yeah, because everything, as the brothers always say here, everything is a balance, boy. You see like how we have on the right hand side, Esau is on the left hand side. Everything Esau doing is on the left hand side.
And if there's two evidence, so then you can tell me all these things happening and all these things going on and there's not no kind of help. You seeing all these things going to take place and you try to tell me you can live as an atheist or I just have to tell you, okay, come on man. You must have some kind of care about this now. All these nooks, boy, them kind of them nooks just to catch cobweb. Them kind of them nooks to catch cobweb, boy, nuclear weapons real. Because one of the biological weapons real was HIV/AIDS. Big man, I asked you a question. I don't know about HIV/AIDS. Now, I ain't trying to think on the time, on any time of everything, but you feel the so-called white man should pay for that? Because sex is a normal thing. A man, well, according to why no? I believe in, just like what they say, the justice system. If you drive without a seatbelt, you will get a ticket.
I believe man-made diseases.
No, I ask if you believe this so-called white man should pay a fee. Or if it's his fault, it's wrong. Alright, well, I'm gonna explain to you and get into the details. Because when you check out all biological warfare like fluoride in the water, right? Mad cow disease, bird flu, all these things was created by the so-called white man. Let me tell you why. But it wasn't any man. It wasn't animal because you know what? Your ancestors had no part in that. Well, right, so you believe it's your pay for it? Alright. Well, nevertheless, you know, but just say, you know what I mean? Or you were saying before, you know what I mean? It's so imagine you know HIV is real, you know it's real. As that when it's not like small, they didn't make HIV to catch cobweb. They make it to put it out here to what to kill you. Just like nuclear weapons. When they put nuclear weapons, they put nuclear weapons so just having a corner and say to wipe down now and then and you know shine up and be my antique. No. No. It's gonna kill you.
Have to fly.
It's gonna kill you. You dig?
Nobody ain't gonna make something that's a pocket on forever.
That's right, so.
That thing Jake does do. They buy something to pay for antique. He's not going to do that.
They buy your shoes, they clean the shoes, they put it in a corner, they take it.
Couch?
No.
You come right.
It's hard because just I think it was just last week I was watching the news, right? And they say in one of them state that the government didn't know that they're putting some chemical in the water, which was it had the people sick now, boy. And they didn't do anything about it. So they basically they form like they say like a union that to sue the government now, boy.
When get you?
That can happen.
Yeah, they will get you.
That can happen.
And if you sell this to the government, and the government go do, alright, I'll go up now, take the scrums.
Yeah.
I know they go and do them, go and party, and then next week, they're dead. Next week you find them in a corner and something there. I mean, I tell you also we are cool all that because money is not the problem with them.
Like,
Them no paper, money is not a problem, they will pay you off easy.
Like
You say it is money, I cool, go ahead, go, give money, I tell right.
like they was talking about reparations for like through slavery now, right? Then they get it, like they was talking about money, right? They get them for the slavery, they went through now, right? Reparations now, right? And I either might come and say, I thought they don't deserve reparations. And when I think about it, I mean, the only reparation we go and get rid of actually, it's not a paper dollar, it's going to have show me how she come back. You understand? And go up on that.
You also want to fit in there? Police have a big space in there.
So they're talking about the reparations, right? And we know the only reparations we go and get, show me how shy, right? But even when you think about it, if Esau give Jake money for reparations, right? We feel Jake gonna do with it.
Okay, straight back to Esau.
Straight back to Esau.
Straight back to
We feel go and buy.
Multiply
Go and buy weed, cocaine, Jordan. You know? I look like a woman and say.
That man driving there.
Yeah.
China come down. Now China come down.
Yeah, but they go.
I did joke yesterday.
I was in a man, but
Yeah, but they Job chapter 3 verse 21.
yeah, come on.
He said, which long for death, but commit not, and dig for it more than for hidden treasures.
So I imagine a man even studying in that time of gold and a man studying death. The man said, see all them kind of thing calamity going on. Man say, wait this body. Suicide? They're going to try to bring a ramp on the suicide. I mean, when the most have set it in such a way. Just to torture you. You lost a foot and that's the day. You're hopping. Lost a hand, you're hopping. You see?
When you think about it, when you watch it torture, people choose for animals too, right? The scripture say a wise man regarded the life of a beast. You understand? But when you watch the things that the world doing to animals, do you really feel the Lord God make that part just so? Nah. You gotta make them get a taste of that. You gotta make them get a taste of that.
Especially what they do to we.
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
No, but remember, God is just
say true.
So you must treat your lover with something, you know?
When it
Like,
about put
Like,
piece of beer, right?
if you saw touchdown somewhere in Africa, you want to see them animals running for their life.
yeah. See, activists that he feels and they don't even know what to tell you.
You want to see them animals running for their life.
Appreciate it. You see, there's Luke 18. I'll start from 7, right? Luke 18 verse 7. They say, and shall not power avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he be along with them.
Yeah, so we cry day and night, you know. We sigh and cry, we pray, we beg him, we asking for the Lord to come and destroy this place, really and truly, you know. I mean, the abundance of wickedness on this place, it exceeds, it beyond anything. You know, it's calling meters, like when they're checking the gauge and then like they're checking, you know, you check the thermometer and thing, right? And then you check the heat to see it high. It's so wickedness, it go burst at the thermometer, you know. Yeah. Watch man, the kind of wickedness we see on this earth is beyond anything. Yeah, so like we were talking about before we start, we were talking about like Area 51. I said anybody that says that place to me is a place where there's testings on humans and then you know like inject them with certain things to see if they could genetically modify their genes to make them get big, stronger, you know. Certain things, he's all doing that. And something telling me in Area 51. Have you ever noticed? I've had to call on my phone here that trader how much jakes go missing yearly. Jakes go missing. How much thousands and they can't find them no way, there's no trace. Like this place, the big garden place in America, the something garden, right? It's twice bigger than Trinidad, and there's a garden in America. Like it have recordings of people go missing there every year, disappear without a trace, just vanish. You understand? He's so taking on the people and doing tests on them. You understand? Like going back into the bio warfare and thing. What you feel doing? You feel he's so saying down here?
The scriptures so dead. The scriptures are lower than that.
Yeah.
Take a man, thief our next man. And sell him. Whatever it is.
He's so breaking all the laws.
All the laws.
All the laws.
He's so breaking.
I mean,
That's what the brother said. They went put out on movies and you see that on movies.
Yeah.
They're seeing people that's chained up so. A man is coming and take this one so and put them on a chair. I do all kind of things to them. A man is going to put that in a movie.
Yeah,
so
just so you think about it, so nah.
It's happening.
Yeah, hey, this actor who was dead, right? Paul Walker. Paul Walker did make a movie a little while back where he went Africa. Somewhere in Africa he went, right? And he while in Africa he rent a car and this, right? But the people who was renting the car set them up to get kidnapped. Like human trafficking and thing like that. While doing this, he had to run from people who wanted them and he was talking to a police officer. Lo and behold, he ended up at the movie now. It's the whole police station though doing human trafficking. And he ended up, and it was based on a true story, yeah? And now he ended up getting away, it was based on a true story, yeah, because they ended up getting rid of the precinct, whatever it is now, right? He ended up going to shoot him, but he had a tape record on him now. And he was taping what the commissioner of police was saying now. How it's he and they're doing it for the higher ups and thing now. And when I watch who the higher ups is, it's Edomites. You understand? He saw get a thrill. See people with hand get cut off and eye. It's about a movie called Hostel. I don't know if I'll ever watch Hostel. So.
So it's like,
No, it's so decent, but when you watch Hostel, you only see more graphic. Watch Hostel, that's an old movie. A real old movie. Watch me. They show in the end that they kidnap the tourists by and they put them in a hotel, right? A hostel, a small hotel, right? By this, right? And inside the hostel, they're tormenting them by doctors coming and tormenting people. That is just a thrill for them. Taking a blowtorch and blowing out the woman eye and thing. You understand?
They used to pay, we used to come and pay to do
To do other people
I
that.
think I see that show long
That is
time,
a thrill for them. There's a thrill for them. That is what they like. They just, Esau is a man of the blood.
Yeah, he like blood.
He like blood. That is just any man. That is just any spirit. Understand? When the man was asking him, why are you doing this? He said, "By this is just a thrill to me." He said, "I have everything in the world. I have big lots of millions of dollars. That is just a thrill to him now, you know, to be doing it."
And I read too, you see me because I was watching a documentary at that time too. So when people filthy rich and they don't have a care in the world,
Yeah.
the thing they go turn to is killing them. They are mass murderer.
The purge way that.
Yeah, the
Purge,
person
they got so many rich. Why all come and take it? Them have money, them everything, them not protected from the purge. You want to come and kill. Because that's something that's what it is.
Somebody gets second as 50 from an 15.
that's it.
Second as 15 and a verse from verse 8.
Attention.
Matter of fact, can read from? Yeah. Verse 8, yes?
Attention.
On point. Yeah, you can finish that?
Luke 18, verse 8. And then one of the points I wanted to bring out, like, say, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? And when all that calamity and destruction come, faith going on the real stays.
Say faith will be banned from the land of God.
Yeah, come faith has come.
I hear another word.
But the prophet ain't gonna be here no more.
I didn't mention that. Look, I was trying to video that pastor about it. You don't need to contend with nobody in this thing. You need to contend. You even need to contend this faith. Once you talk about your love life, you are good in this world. And Jesus will love you. I was like, wow. Wow. Say that no?
Well, just one I have they were playing one. Through Jesus, I am the son of Abraham.
Let's now read that.
Second Ezra 50 verse 8.
Yeah, come on.
Say, I will hold my tongue no more as touching the wickedness.
So the most I say, you will know hold on your tongue. Come on.
Which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
The what?
Wickedly exercise
When
themselves.
they exercise yourself wickedly, like. Torture man, you know, all man and torture man. Just so. You know, pull out the elephant tusk, watch the elephant bleed out.
Yeah, boy.
Take a lion skin, put it in the back.
Anyone eat the animal and the rest of
They-
it.
Like yesterday, I was reading an article that said giraffe going extinct. Giraffe going extinct. You know why? Because they're hunting them out. They're hunting them
Let's
out.
put it in let's put a lion skin in the drum.
I was watching an old movie.
Yeah, they put a light on the ground when they have to
Tiger
walk in the
skin in the
ground.
drum. What kind of mad thing is this, right?
It's coming to America now, but it's
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
And I watching the father. He have on a lion head, boy. You can see that thing? I said, wait. So real different now.
I don't buy it. Because in a battery lion, you win.
Yeah, because
But you ain't going to be battery lion to win because they been battering the lion.
he just
But
played around the lion.
you take from far.
See that David is?
You take it back one.
Samson.
Isn't it right? Isn't it right? No, isn't it right? Let me tell you something with me.
Yeah,
With me.
yeah.
Isn't it right? I go.
And I bet.
As I bear I bounce up and we will fight. Boom, 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 boom. Think, bam, bam. I end up winning. I was right, you know.
Keep this.
I just keep this as a token. But I'm not going to get up on my bed. Brush my teeth. Get ready. Alright. Go to that one. Run up in the forest. Lie down in a corner. You know what I'm saying? Lie down in a corner and cheer something from far. Then I fight. You ain't getting no.
I'm not chilling.
You don't chill. You don't want chilly, so go and cuff it out.
And guy he saw like advantage.
He's a coward, but he's a coward. He's a coward. Because you know what? He's not even cuffing it out with me. You understand what I'm saying? He's not going to cuff it out with me. He's not going to cuff it out with us.
But that is the level, and I just show you the level at, when I think about it too, there's the level of savagery the Lord get Esau because they don't watch it on the two levels. Because if it's that how they hunted them beasts, imagine how they go, hey, they brought that movie, I watched that movie as the children of it yesterday. As the children of it yesterday, the creators of Purge Pain, that movie, right? Hunting season or something, I think it's hunting season, they're calling it or something like that. And it's either might hunting people in a particular forest, right? Dressing up like they go on hunt animals, but people they go on hunt, right? And never sign marker. Anyone trespassing in this particular forest shall be hunted.
I was saying it like when I watch all them shows, there's some shows showing that there, but he's not going on places, battling, cough it out.
No, but,
You can't come and ball as you cry.
but even when you watch,
Anytime
right?
you come and cough out, it's cough out.
So like, even when you watch like videos that will be on Facebook and YouTube, when it is a Jake stand up to Edomite, what is the first thing he does run for? Gun for a gun. They afraid Jakes. They know no day, no time they can stop after Jake.
Even when police come, what the first thing they do? Sir, don't move.
Yeah, but why you come and take that tablet? That's what.
Yeah, I know what because that will make them.
That's what.
That will make them more kind of. That will make them come more kind of way because they don't get any blessing of the sword. So they not. The only thing.
Trademark.
They go watch your hand to hand and go watch this idiot. I gonna make you melt later. I gonna make you when you go on bed later, you go and wash up with your soap. It's chemicals go around through that pipe. You gonna melt in that bathroom.
Yeah, because we can't stand up to no AK, we can't stand up to no laser.
No.
But the scripture says 1,000 years is like 1 day to the Most High, right? So everything that's happened fast in the spiritual realm. So imagine when they get your spiritual power, it will be 1,000 times better way than that kind of little gun.
But we see a so-called shooting bullets and
Yeah.
just saying, I mean, because most of gonna make us he saw machine repellent. Understand? He saw machine, you pick up a poison and drink it, poison up. Toxic you drink it. You can bite a nuclear. Biting off a nuclear. I wasn't sure the most of them make it powerful now. When he saw that switch,
Yeah, like even in this Matrix movie, when the mothers are telling you and you could not believe, and you ask them, well, why go tell me about 3,000 bullets? One more day I say, well, I got time, we don't maybe have 3,000 bullets. You went half the touch.
Stop it. I mean, it's like, what is it? I mean, when I think about it, when you hear about gun and bullet and things, and those bullets do damage, that kill an second. So, if that is life, nobody. That's life, I must have the bike there, there, and that's life. I'll be on that. That's what I'm
Yeah. He said, behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. What? The innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
Yeah, because you know what? Born in system, they gave you fluoride water, but you know what I mean? Shackle and chain, all these things they do to us and we. White man can't pay. I asked him, man, now go and go take. Yeah, we do that. But I want to see it too. You think I want to see it?
He wanted to find out where he had to pay. If it is that, go and kill him.
No.
We can't take.
We can't kill him, but the day I just asked him, you know, if you feel white man should pay, but really actually I wanted to hear that in a sense, to tell him that's part of it, but it's just timing. You know what I mean? It's just timing, but I want to see if he's so emotional, if you know. I think now, but let me let
everyone had an answer to both. You're supposed to say yes, but you might not have to pay.
Yeah.
and not everybody gonna answer to God. I will talk.
But
Because you know what? The so-called white man answer to we. He can't go to God, he can't go to the Messiah. He had to come and he had to give an account why. You know what I mean? Why? Because we're gonna ask him questions. When he come back to the spiritual God, there's questions, you know, what is so with this?
No question. Just say we're going to break them. We're going to break them. We're going to be the Lord battle axe. We're going to break them.
I just get up. I got sleep, brush my teeth, and just get up and beat you.
No. When I think about it, right? Remember the scripture says, Ezekiel chapter 9 says, when the Lord tell you, go through the midst of the people and whoever do the mark, slay them. We don't got that. And that once you know that mark on you, well, hey.
Scan, you know.
Remind me of the so-called,
You know them thing with the scan, yeah?
about the man so-called,
Like Predator. Imagine like Predator. Time when I see righteous. That's what I see. Red, green.
They will end.
I'm at the
it's the only meeting.
I'm good at
He said, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Because that's all I
Yeah,
have,
right.
because the soul of the just complain. Because when the just go complain, the wicked shall continue in the wickedness. You understand?
We complain about the system. Really actually, all ain't seen nothing in them, boy. Nothing in them. Paper money.
And I think because these tutors walk around here, they look for comfort in this kingdom, in this society. Right? They don't complain, they love it.
Like
Bones liver.
like you did mention, like is that this rapper called
Yes.
is that this rapper called Kodak Black now? And he one thing he just saying in Saturday songs, the whereby just I hear him say it's called itself a project baby. Which is right. But the truth is this project still saw. Now all these project babies. But it's just a project baby, so I no longer try to say they are things to do a project and they're going to do research on it. That's what he says do all that. All these projects. And all these like rejects.
Now they really coming from here, they need to live in the project.
Yeah, they do the projects, yeah.
That's the thing.
Basically, what he used to do, remember, he used to watch jigs as rats. So, experimentals. So what? They develop these buildings and put them in it. And when they go in these buildings, with paints and like that, and then watch its lifestyle. But I remember the media went down there, but I went in an apartment, but people sleeping on bricks and all. If you see inside it, bottle packed like a dump.
That's what I say.
Yeah, because I was watching a documentary this and all the time. There's a reason why the government was getting them government cheese and thing. So the people who grew up in that era with the government cheese and thing, when they watch a mental, they just think the same way. They just think like old dirty bastard. They must say old dirty bastard. Like no old goons and thing. But right at that age group so, but it's the government cheese and thing.
People just
A planting, you know, it's a real planting.
come and they move the
Yeah, Jed.
this
Yeah, now I
in America.
one of them was goons and thugs and things, you know.
Food stamps and
Food stamp and thing. When they come and move it, Trump administrator like food them in your food instead of they give you the food stamp to go in the good and get where you want now, right? And when the woman goes to back and thing, the bread hard like stone, right?
now that they get, you know why? you know they get that because as
No medicine, anything. They the pharmacy and them.
a man who said, as a man who said, they doesn't show how dependent they is on his soul. They depend on his soul to get that food.
They're crying out by the pharmacy.
Yeah, when I watch him like when I was doing biology in university, right? They make me buy a big lab coat now, right? Big lab coat, white coat and thing, I feel like it's not bad. And you say I play like with different chemicals and this and that, right? And when I start thinking about it now, one thing they started doing like in a scientific lab room is just have white mice. Right? Come on, there. Yes, I am. Yes, I have things like white mice now, right? We test on white mice, right? And jigs, these Israelites, they Esau lab mice. That's what it is. Everything Esau do, they release it on jigs. They release it on jigs. They release new chemicals, new diseases, so they gonna release on jigs. You understand? So when they think about it, that's what we is like. That's what jigs is like. Projects and stuff. You understand? Get them the cheese, get them the food, they get cancer, they get these things. That way it is.
Getting sick and then making it pay to stay alive with the medication.
Yeah.
That by itself is an experiment.
That's the experiment, that's all he's doing with them, experiment. And Jake they just gobble it up because they believe everything.
That's a paper that them
Right,
don't care
paper.
about that boy.
Ah,
Them boy you.
I didn't believe.
Them don't care about that man, them
Man,
money
they don't care
literally.
about man for that.
Them boy you.
I'm going to kill off a man for that, boy. Kill off a man. When Michael take coming, let me see what they go kill off a man for.
Digits.
Fool.
like when they pop.
They'll cut
They're
off
going to for digits. They're going for digits.
Like when
We have more time left.
they pop a video with some Venezuelans. They pop a video with some Venezuelans. With the paper dollar buy. And what Venezuelans do when the paper dollar is like they're catching fire. Because they have no electricity now, right? And what the man says is that their money is so useless. You can't go in the shop and spend that. Yeah,
I'm making table.
With the dollar useless. Yeah, with the Venezuelan dollar. And then
I'm making clothes.
and that is to show you how in an instant the paper dollar
Could change.
just drop.
Like perfect example.
Your idiots also they're not thinking about like actually they think that their dollar will continue to grow. Fuck that. How we dollar will grow? We system even a long time last year to come up grow. You see where Trinidad going crashing out of
Money market fund, that you know just growth.
Yeah, growth.
Money growth. Money growth.
Even I was watching Copper Joe last night, right? And I thought this fella, like he come up like a comedian now, but what he basically what he is saying is that people worried about what is Trump doing. But what he's saying is that Trump not here, we don't have to study that now, but that's not going to affect me in no way. You understand? But these are the things that Jake's something wrong with Jake's bike.
Yeah. What to say?
Yeah, lack understanding, you know, that's God. You know?
We dependent on America, and you will come out and say that?
Well, not just that, you know. I think our next brother was talking about it before. He said that whenever super countries go to war, it's affecting everybody. Because when assets lock off from here and assets lock off from places like China, now which thing is it from China? Which thing is it from America? When everybody lock off because they're trying to preserve what they have.
But that is,
you can't get from nobody.
that is why this is the Huawei. With Huawei, they had to come and tell Huawei now to go and use Google. Because China coming and say, hey, that's what they want to do, alright. But in the coming month, we go and ban all from our resources. So they will lose up more than what China was going to lose. Because all China was getting banned from its Google. You really feel like that's going to hurt their economy? And they can make a next software system? Come on.
To people, and that's to people any country, just lock off the marine affairs.
Yeah.
That is it. No
Now
cargo
go
ship,
back
nothing,
go back to the revelation. We'll talk about that.
just lock off that alone.
Yeah.
And people
No import and export.
no important export, that is it.
That is it. And you're not self-sustainable.
No. We don't have no sugar cane, we don't
I
have
don't
no rice,
carry
again.
any clothes down.
You know like prophecy. All I'm thinking about is prophecy. I mean, I'm already out of. But start from 15 and verse 1 now.
That's how it is. Alright.
15 verse 1.
It says 2nd Ezra 15 verse 1.
Yeah, come on.
It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Now what we doing right now? If you all these things that we're talking about, these things are going to take place. Things are going to happen. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Say, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord,
Can.
and cause them to be written in paper,
Yeah.
for they are faithful and true.
Yeah, because everything what we talk about is what coming to pass. You think? It's there. Evident. It's there. Now I mean Jeremiah 28 and verse 2, right? 28 and verse 8.
Jeremiah 28 verse 8.
Isaiah
Said the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries,
against what?
many countries,
Against many countries.
and against great kingdoms.
Yeah, New York gonna fall. The great war. You know what I mean? Babylon. The great fall.
Of war,
Of what?
of war,
Nuclears.
and of evil,
And of evil, all the wickedness.
and of pestilence.
And of pestilence, HIV, AIDS, N1, bird flu, mad cow disease. You know what I mean? Genetically modified, organism.
You know they say can't kill a mosquito with spray no more? I didn't notice that.
I realize that
I
too.
spray a mosquito the other day, the mosquito dance. I tell you, I was a mosquito. I spray a mosquito the other day. And the mosquito still drink things so and still flying around. I was like, nah, come on. Come on. And I find out.
I catch one last time too, like when I spray a fly, I see it die.
Yeah.
I see fly that's flying and like let's fly somewhere else.
Yeah. And the mosquito and I'm like, now when they get sprayed, they get bigger and darker. And that mosquito is when I see me evening time, he looking like Hulk. I said, what is this?
But that's yeah, see that guy up so.
Yep, that. Have a good day.
Okay.
I have a good day.
And some, now you said some all the
He
seed.
said not all Israel is of Israel.
You're correct. You're correct. He need to be a Israel.
You know, he come up here the other day, at some time back, and tell me about the Jesus thing, how he went down in hell, and he went down in hell and take the chains. When Jesus went down in hell and take the chains and take,
and I asked myself,
and the pit of hell and all them sort of
I
things.
said, what campaign from GOCC can you go? And the white, like, what GOCC is going on? I say, we need to do that for. And GOCC is teacher.
But you went down in hell and take the chains and... So
I
we
see
asked him, so we asked him,
all
so
those
much hell is, they can't answer.
You know you live in hell?
They will go so deep like to come out hell and the 7 steps are the 7 levels are hell and Hades and it are 3 different spirits. But you know what they teach? That Esau can make it. That's what they teach, but they want to go so deep in the rest of scripture. Think the 7 steps thing. And they will teach Esau making it to the devil.
Oh, if Esau can make it, who is the wicked man then? Who is the devil? If Esau can make it, who is Satan? Who is the devil? I want to know. If Esau can make it.
And another professor in Hebrews that say when he sought place for repentance, God did not fail him. And lost weight is God. How you going to get it back?
How we going to repent? How you going to shake? Come on.
Even King David say when he's looking for them, you won't see him. Anyway, Psalm 37.
There's one thing I can't stand is language. I can't stand language.
Yeah, where they are? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the mannequin fall down and all that music there.
Yeah, Isaiah 8 verse 20. He said, therefore thus said the Lord power, behold my anger and my fury. Oh shit.
How about it? You say the Isaiah 8 verse 20. Right? Isaiah 8 verse 20, they say to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word,
All the things they bring on the road, we didn't talk about it more really. You know what I mean? We had expom to go into the detail, to get imagination to think how it will be. You know what I mean? Just like all the other prophets before. You did? Or the most I see to talk to them in more parable. And the parable is for them to work quick. To check it out now. Like, yeah boy, but, you know?
A good example of that, like how they used to talk like that. Remember when who did give David the dream at us, Nathan? Or some who did give David the dream when he did thing the fell on it's Nathan, and Nathan come to him and tell him the dream and I met up and I kind of parable with him. And he said, hey David now. David said, hey, who's that man by table now? Nathan said, it's you. He talked to him in that kind of way, you know, they kind of expound it to him now, like, you know, breaking it down to him in this way. Hey David now, this is man, I shall kill him. Hey man, who's this man? He said, it's you.
show the apprentice, but plenty jakes out there. When they do something that doesn't see it as the same way as if somebody else do it to them. Because if he did show him that what he did do, he might not watch it that way. Or he show him from a different point of view. He say, nah, but I'm not evil.
And he showed me judgment, he would have put on the person.
Like wisdom.
Yeah, that was wisdom breaking it down.
Real wisdom, yeah.
What's like real wisdom? It's like the fear, a scenario.
Yeah.
Now I mean, I think that you use it, but they don't use it as deep.
Yeah.
They say, tell me what you think about this now. That time happened to them now. I tell me what you think about this. This one should be seen, but when it was that serious, boy, yeah, boy. They have a view out, you know? But that's really now, boy.
But I say, you know, when you're in the position, you're such a totally different.
So you want to be merciful.
Yeah, so when you see where the king was, when he ended up lying down with the girl who was playing the whole, You see everything change when you
Judah, when you
yeah, when you say, well, he is in the position now. Things are to change.
The servant come and say, thy daughter is with child. He said, bring her to me.
When you realize how we
He in the position now. He in what water
You know
now.
what he said? Thou art more righteous than I.
see that hard when you
Confess.
Yeah, you know what? That didn't have that stuff on that thing. Just by when we say this here, alright, skill.
I can feel it fulfill the law and they should instantly enforce it. That never happened.
Big but you know, man and man, where you're fighting the flesh every day. When you're fighting this flesh, you get to know you're wrong sooner, boy. You get to know where they are, really. This happen by here, boy, and then think about it, they reflect. So they reflect and I say, yeah, but that's a mad scene, you know. And to play the blame game. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'll read it over, right? It says to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Yeah, come on, like, talking about all Israel.
It's not Israel.
Not of Israel. Alright, cool, like, that's what we said. That's good one, clap.
And he falling underneath his own precept. He falling underneath his own precept.
Ask him to break it down there. Yeah, I don't have a clue.
If I can even say, even when he was side of the wall, he himself used to quote scripture.
How much, man?
According to the word.
Watch man, he passed here about 3 times already.
Yeah, you
He
put
passed
the
the
song
day,
up there.
he passed the day. He
Yeah,
passed
listen,
first,
yeah.
he passed back again, and then
And that just perfect example at the flag came up I think it was last weekend or weekend before that he came up quoting scriptures but he didn't have the understanding.
oh
Don't know
yeah.
Yeah, he don't know the breakdown.
Yeah, you was quoted. Oh yeah, that was it. No, that was last week. Not the week before, the week before.
Yeah.
And he come out with quoted and when we started going to it, he said Sunday worship is in my yeah.
And he just run off.
And he just run off. That was the week before. Yes, my name, man.
Yeah,
My goodness.
this is John chapter 3. And I was at verse 34, straight to the point now. It says, for he whom the Most High hath sent speaketh the words of the Most High. For the Most High giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him. So as the brother said in Isaiah 8 verse 20, you have to speak according to the word. Then the Most High said, you have to speak the words of the Most High. And that will be the word. You're not making up nothing. Speaking the words of the Most High. When I read I think it's first Peter 4 verse 11, second Peter 4 verse 11. So any man speak like speak to the oracles of the Most High.
Because you know righteousness, righteous judgment.
Make up their own thing and
Make up your own choices.
yeah.
That man is good real fairy tale.
Yeah.
That man is good real fairy tale, right? Real fairy tale. Run up. Let's check it like I watching that thing the other day, like when a man touch the next man's shoulder now, and they just do so like they're showing you like they're showing you something, right? And they touch like a line of people, right? And the person, the description person they're not talking. They're touching each other going down now like a replica. Like it's like it's in a corner and like that. When we don't be the last person didn't say no. Well, I'm telling you, they're not touching again in the description. I would say now, they're showing you like how when we jump further that way.
Oh, let's change it, yeah.
You know what I mean? The last person up there, the first time in front, the last person to think is doing so. I say, wait!
That like when I used to tell you a long time, you go tell a man someone that says, well, tell me which way, which different.
So I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like, that's why you always have to go back to the word. You always have to go back to the word. That's why, that's something I like to tell you, bang with the sword, and they put something in their head. You know what I mean? And they just quote. But I just people just tell you, know?
I just saw
Back and
it.
check down, you know?
Like, since you said prove all things, like, show and wait, say that.
Even as I said, I even go back to like we used to put in the middle at the back. But everybody, all of them teach different things, but they have a unity camp. What unity is that? Unity means to join together, or to come together and need one agreement. What one agreement? One is Zeus, one is Jesus. One is Yahweh, Yeshua.
Yeah, when it's
Thing, you know?
say, wanted them to take counsel of me.
So just imagine, right? Just imagine you know coming. Like just say, you know coming in the church, right? You know anyway, and you go on that summit. And you ain't all that doctrine, you go end up like the last man, you go be dancing to when you come on that summit. You go be dancing to that summit, and you ain't know what to believe. Then somebody asked him, what is his name? His name is Carlos Rodriguez, Jesus, Zeus, Yahweh, Yeshua. I know, that is if you gonna give him a Spanish name. You know?
Well, it's 2 John, it's 2 John 1, I'll start from 9, right? It say, whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine,
Yeah, man.
and abideth not in the doctrine of Mashiach, had not power.
God.
It say, he that abideth in the doctrine of Mashiach, he had both the Father and the Son.
That even breaking out, that even breaking out, that even cutting the Old Testament, believers who only believe in the Old Testament.
So yeah, you just stop there.
Yeah, you gonna.
They're gonna have a pass and you know me from in the world. You know what I mean? But they know how real people is to some memory too. But I may be a tutor, they go say, hey, this is sin. What's going on? Some people shame to say, this is sin my right way. You know what I mean? And really actually they be ashamed of. You are doing more wicked things in the world than we're doing now. You know what I mean?
Are you watching?
We
But that doesn't show you the curse that potential. They are not ashamed to do wickedness. They are ashamed to do good. If that man do a shame, if that man putting up himself all on these social media platforms underneath a woman bed because she husband come home and they live stream it. She husband right here with it. Thing, you know? If already something happened to me, it happened to me, or they know it's on the video.
And then when it's done, we come and laugh and giggling. Where you get your boy?
I got try that.
Yeah,
I got try that.
You know, that is just what they're into. That is just what Jake into wickedness.
Even just to add, right? They are traveling a taxi now, but I put Swan in there now. And he said, my girl is your girl and your girl is my girl. And I we girl. And I normal. I didn't take my way.
But that was a saying in this street. Remember that tune? Remember that? It was Beanie Man, Bouchou, Sean Paul, the Fabulous 7, whatever it is. Remember that?
Yeah.
And the brother sing the General Grant. You see that? I said, my God, it's you.
Yeah, the farm with them.
Yeah, right. They didn't say that day, you know. I think Jake like the excitement for Jake.
That's the real, it's the talk that I did too. Yeah, I went online with a girl, he was talking, we said, boom, boom, boom. You know, woman talking. And then woman talking like sex in the ass normal, and I like
Comfortable.
but I never even tried in my life. I never tried in my life. I'm telling you, and them like when I say it, I tell them well you didn't talking now. I like but I never them watch me like nah. See 2019 I was like what? They're like wait this girl like what is going what's this going
It's about debate going on right now. A hot girl summer or a hot boy summer. Which gender can be the most hottest? So you know the kind of wickedness right now.
Thank God.
The second John 1 verse 10, it says if they come unto you that bring not this doctrine, you say receive him not into your house, neither bid him.
So what we holding summit for? God, I be real. This man not speaking the same thing as me.
And even just because you see that same precept they would be so. If it is a non-issue agenda, then they put tariff on you. Get the fuck out.
real talk. So then it's like you can't set a standard then. You can't set a line, you can't set a standard.
Yeah, we go see that now. And say, for he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds.
Yeah, you agree with that? He's a partaker of wickedness. Well, and that's it. Just imagine you know community truth and you go on that summit, they're your first breakdown you're going here. When you done, they gonna come on like what you brother was saying before, you come on dancing. They come on dancing, you ain't know what to believe, I'm telling you. Because they're gonna hear all kind of breakdown. All kind of breakdown.
I don't dabble in too much things, and I telling you, I didn't watch plenty brothers and things, to be honest, like men who from different camps and things. I don't.
Keep it short and simple.
Yeah, that's.
But I was telling her, I remember.
I didn't even want to be honest with you. It's good to, but then I will go and watch a whole video and know I better breaking down something wrong, like a next camp then. And you know, listen, like it close to me, I could really talk to him now, boy. Or I could say, well, hey, so you see now, whatever. And the energy I gonna waste to him. But I can just make a video and be that and done. You know what I mean? And that's straight to the point and done.
Like how, for example, we just go by the scripture, just talk about they say to be steadfast in the apostles' doctrine.
Yeah.
They just be steadfast in the apostles' doctrine. You're not going and tell them something and they'll be like, hey, you know what you're saying this, right? Majority of them go and stay always.
Especially the witness.
Yeah, them go and stay always.
But I tell you, you can go the Bible and not show them. Correct them on
That's right.
Even they don't get confounded, but still what?
Still continue.
They still continue.
Like I was saying, like I called man a little while back and I said, they have come for a priest over break down. I said, where will it break down for? You understand? What you going to do, you know? Say, I want to go on and give you about witness. I said, but I cried about 2 months now, you didn't want to do about this, sir. I said, nah, I said, it's time to, don't waste no time, it's going to close this man. It's going to close this man. I said, that enough. I said, I was still getting but that enough. Go. Don't come back and tell me nothing about they go and talk an extreme out again with these people. They not going to believe. Hey, anytime we need time are heavy, take time, you know. We need time at this. These people don't have faith, they don't have belief. So we want to tell them about believing into something that they don't believe in.
That's one.
Come on.
Yeah, just read that.
Basic all that energy I come from one person.
That's the article, the scripture say what? Don't bid them no God speak.
Yeah, don't bid them no
So
God
when it is they come up with them madness and they're leaving, let them know, hey, you will die if this thing and madness.
I rather go and hear a bird whistle than hear a man talk all that shit in my ear. Really, actually. I'm telling you.
You ever think about it, huh?
Yeah, the bird sound to that, the bird sing.
That's another business saying, if you tell them once, and they tell them a second time, and they want to listen.
Like that, I think that was in first John, I believe.
Yeah, first John something, somebody.
Yeah,
You tell them one thing, alright. You tell them a next time they want them thing, you still take it, well.
In 2019, think about it. There's so many camps, even if you might be a little off from some other camp, there are so many camps at least showing you that you're from the nation of Israel. If you can at least get that, you understand? In 2019, if you can at least get
I start watching you, boy. Why start watching me? I start.
You can at least get that.
You see what you again?
That was
Babalai?
Yeah, Rokai, yeah.
No, Babalai?
Yeah,
Yeah, Babalai.
Rokai is in him now.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, who are here at Banner?
Yeah, why? I thought that was it. You see what look at like, but that will bring me to where it's now, you know? That bring me to, I see.
Because with that branch over, you don't need correct thing, but you still understand Israel and so forth. If you can at least get that.
And what most catch me in reality is that what the fullest thing that catch me, I know what that brother was slavery, but because I used to watch slavery movies, I think that's what slavery movies really make my cry, really tough. And I used to be saying, how black people like, you know? How they suffering, so this and how that, and then I started watching the Illuminatis and the Freemasons, and plus I used to watch it so much. I used to be dreaming about them, but like literally dreaming about them and things. I used to watch live killing and things, live murders, real life Besco, and if anybody know about Besco, I used to watch Besco like right through. You know what I mean? And I used to be saying about it. It's all no controller. Nothing, that's all that killing, all that murders and what really gets me to is that slavery, right? But Where am I right? And I put on the sign. Instead of breaking Deuteronomy. And slavery and thing like, wait, shackle and neck, wait, and I thought I was. I feel like I'm taking a slave movie and each one kind of thing. Because, right? That was that shake after me. And I mean, that make me just like.
Your movie, your good come out by when they see us, boy. Watch your movie. When they see us.
Right? Because tell me about a movie called Agora or something so.
About 5 black dollars there, that briefing about then when the white man,
the back of my knee.
the white woman.
When the back of my
And the
knee.
police just wanted to get
Behind the
victims.
back? The back telling me, boy, I can't sleep now.
I think the was
Somebody, it was the movie that was telling them more, I don't know. It's not just shit out and nothing.
I think somebody talking about that already.
But he telling me, boy, I can't sleep that last night, you know, when I went and read them things. They were thing and I said, I don't know it, you know. Because the person was so on point now, was like, you're like, wait.
As men could have, police could have just start video and
Must
set
have
up
a payment
and
for that
make
one.
change. Shoot them,
Must
just
be your
stop
search
that
video.
at that island.
And they seen all this, boy.
Story, boy.
Yeah, boy, I remember I tell Karen that
Lemon buds. You see Jake hanging from sea like this, and the white man supposed to get rid of that one.
it's not even, they just, you know the white man payment you like, but when I think about nobody else there, you know, they have so much other denominations and race, and nobody else there, even was like, to say well, Chinese, Japanese, you know what I mean, the so-called Indian and them, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It was them there. But I say, well, yeah, but I think, but
No, Georgia.
shake it.
It's not Georgia, it's not Alabama.
Even in the states, Georgia, Alabama, sometimes when you walking through a neighborhood, on that every tree, you see Jakes just hanging from tree. Even I was watching here there with the KKK was having a march. They were having a march and people coming out and protesting against them. Real chaos.
Back in the day, Jake and them say that doesn't be an hour head and hour on our chair ahead. So that is what they have to go through.
That's like what the brother mentioned before.
Set up themselves.
This is Titus chapter 3 verse 10. They say a man that is an heretic, after the first and second admonition, reject, knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinneth, being condemned of himself. So that's what I'm very clear. That's how the first and second, as the brother was saying, we had to reject that. I'm worthy. He's not saying that reject that.
Yeah, because even when you read Isaiah 11, it says like a quicker understanding. So that's why the brother gets shaken up with this slavery though. It make it start to search, you know.
That movie talks about things with it's 5 or something like that. The 5 men who went in prison wrongfully.
Yeah, that one out there in Chapa or Johnny Boom when they see us.
Nah, not when they see us.
Yeah.
So it's only group now, please.
Not when they see
When they see us, or when you see
When they
us.
see us.
When you see us.
When you see us.
Yeah, that's it. 5 of them went in jail
So
there.
like you saying when you see us or something?
No, that's what I'm talking about. It's the same movie they're talking about.
You see when they see us.
Oh,
When they see us.
When they see
yeah. That's the movie I'm talking about.
When they see us.
Ah, yo, boy, I can't watch that. Not telling you, boy.
Yeah, go on, man.
It's Sirach 36, verse 1. It says, have mercy upon us, O Yahweh, our power of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. And you know, and that's what we want. We want the Most High to actually raise, to give you a payment for slavery too. You understand? Because I will read reparations, you know, for other nations to go back to this.
Yeah, there is reparation.
And not only slavery, but all things that the projects do.
I remember it had this singer, this rapper that Triple X Tentacion, right? He was so you sing rap, so you sing some nice tunes to now by like something. And the biggest song was Look at Me Now, right? And in that video, he start off with that song now. Here we do. When he come to the real hype part, he cut it. And when he cut it, he take a rope and he make a young Jake hang it around a white child. In the video and the rest of the video was he freestyling about slavery and people bash him for it. Jake's all bash him for it. Jake's all bash him for it. I mean, that's no the face judgment, but what I'm saying is you can see that Jake's even when it had Jake's at ball, that was slavery was the past, but you need to say that was the past, the change now. That was
I believe when Shaq asked the man that question, I was thinking that he mindset that guy had a
No, but that's it.
yeah.
So what you
answer-
really want to
Wait,
say here was
answer.
that, wait, you should kill him, quick. And then you're like, nah, I don't put that.
Like you shouldn't have to be a faith if that kind of mindset. You shouldn't have to be
When I see the cover,
When you read Psalms and when you see you take it, the little ones and dash it against her.
But anyhow you take it,
I mean, where you feel like
anyhow you take it, you will recompense.
he so have to face the
The
tomorrow.
men of the
I
world will
was kept down
recompense.
and I think it's an idea what doing. I think what you said how you see the Messiah now and you more now like it was one of the first born now. Because you see the face now. You see the thoughts how you feel about it, boy. See a man the first born thoughts. Like I really feel that man witness that. I mean in the past generation, the past life. We witness that why we see one children. They torture. I see an animal, right? It's a monkey, right? An alligator. And the monkey, by the drinking from our well now, but when they were drinking by the well now, by the lake, but the baby didn't. And the alligator snapped. And when the alligator snapped, end up getting the little baby now, and that monkey cannot even catch himself properly. Trying all how to get back there. When he finally get watch me, the monkey went so jet, take gate back. But the baby done dead now, boy. And they just mourning now, boy. Mourning, like you can imagine, boy.
And I even the same thing what they do, James.
Know what I mean?
Like imagine when Jake was on the plantation, you know, Jake woman pregnant and they come and they taking her baby, they cutting the navel cut, go on with the baby.
Like they used to put the Jake woman when I look baby, used to make them lie down, cut off the baby from the belly, rip the chest, the belly open.
Now to the day is very glad too. They don't really go through natural growth again, and that's most protected them as cut.
A real bad slavery movie to us, and I always say that Army Stars. What Army Stars? But they will see the pain, they will see the sorrow when they went on the ships.
Amistad?
Amistad, yeah.
Send
This
me.
fella, you know the Jake from Blood Diamond?
Yeah.
He was the main thing, he was on the slave ships. And they show you the signs we have, they actually show you how they was on top of each other and thing on the ships. How they was shitting and thing, water covering them up. In a part they show
Imagine
you.
the senior first
Yeah.
born boy.
In a part of the movie they show you the woman.
Some of them try to throw themselves out the boat and thing.
I don't know what mentioned it. In the movie she trying that way. And she said she really could not take it no more, the licks and thing again, I think. She take the child and she threw herself over the boat. In Black Panther. When Killmonger mentioned, he said, bury me man sisters by throw me over this water here, I'm going to the sea. Now went on, he know what he was talking about, the ancestors, they were thrown over in the sea to drown. To feed. But Black Panther is shit. When you really take it Black Panther is shit. You understand? It's a shit. You need hype will behind Black Panther because you know African thing you know and the dance and thing, but a celebrity to come out and say I can't remember his name, but he was on Vlad TV saying that he said Black Panther is shit. And if you get the Jake thing, they take one good movie on every good for everything, and they think it's shit. But the man was right, it's shit. He said, what the movie do for all you? He said, what that movie benefit all you with? What? What that movie benefit all you with? What is still showing you in the movie a white man save the place?
If you think about that,
While the two Jake fighting. A white man save the place. That is what they show in that movie?
But they show you the truth because Jake's always fighting.
Yeah, but they have to show you the truth.
And what Esau doing, Esau coming in as he's pretending
To be the savior, yeah. And they say they go think to be God. You understand? Well,
Isaiah 46 verse 8. He said, remember this and show yourself men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. He said, remember the former things of old.
you don't remember the former things, you don't remember the pain we went through. You understand? You remember that, you don't remember the pain you supposed to through. You mean forget that? You can't forget that. You can't even forget it because you know why it even happened until this day. There are certain states where they find Jake hang on trees and they have no record of they say this murder. Someone they say suicide, but we know it's murder. We know it's an Edomite doing that.
But just look there. Imagine as you
Hey,
beat you,
Take a picture.
beat you. Probably what? Cut off one in your hand.
burn you.
Burn you.
You think when Jake's now, Jake's will watch that now, and they wouldn't pay it much mind because it's not happening to them at present.
What do you that might smile?
It's not happening to them at
How
present.
about,
Like,
how about hey, our next movie
Yeah,
to,
but
our
the
next,
God remember.
our next movie to watch through is Rosewood. Watch Rosewood. Or watch Black Wall Street or one turn with it. Taking that, hey, look, Bill Cosby, right? Bill Cosby, he in jail for something he do 40 years ago. 40 years ago,
As an
acquisition
accusation.
as an accusation. One of the women come out publicly and say that she lie about
no
it.
real proof.
Have no real proof. He get 40 years. Then he go back to Rosewood. But one time when a white woman come out and say 2 black men stood behind she and the rest of Edomites come and burn down the place, kill him, burn him down, hang him, shoot him. You understand? That was one time on Rosewood.
What just?
So and why and the thing about it is that she's still alive. So how they put she in jail
What just?
for the things she do?
It was like a out of way. You know how in America there's like a fear, like a my son, like a bike,
Like a derby. They say like a derby.
What's all these Edomites come out to watch Jake song?
I agree with that here because here why they say Jesus skin was dark and his hair was like wool now. You understand? So I agree with that. I don't know what else they're talking about, but you see that I
What
see
are we talking
a
about? What are we talking about?
slavery.
What are we talking about is this year slavery.
slavery.
When you watch-
And you know what I think Mark Cardi B says too, boy? You see there's phone not having no hand here, boy? All them thing is Mark Cardi B's, boy.
But it gets close to, but it's not direct to the point
Mark
right
Cardi
now.
B says 10 thing, boy. You see that? You see this way you have here, boy? All like Mark Cardi B.
Similar technology, not it itself. Similar.
What
It could change,
Leading up to something.
Yeah,
What
but I know it's like you're taking negative, right?
Yeah,
That's
all
backward,
this.
right? Backward itself, we can't
I
tell.
know that. Yeah, well, how can I say
Yeah, man.
No, but the boss he agree with that. That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Waking up, boy. Jake waking up.
Close up, Ivan. Close up.
Yeah, well, you know, what we want to say is that we don't want Jakes to ever forget this, right? And you better say, you know,
Be mindful now,
be
but
mindful.
because I think that you know, people are still going on. Be mindful that you go the outset or the commandments he set, and these one of the commandments to them.
Yeah.
Now I mean, they are set to many generations now, right? I mean,
So I require what is past.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be mindful. You gotta take my word for it. Now, I mean, you want to do your research. You go and check it out. You go and see, well, why black baby is. You know what I mean? Check it out for yourself. And then see why. If you had to go through all this, what is the results? I telling you honestly, I want payment. You know what I mean? I want recompense. I want to be recompensed. Especially just seeing that it might be me right now in this state where really actually in this state we facing the GM1 and all these other things that I deal with. But me back in this state, you know what I mean, what do I do? My past life, or my father, my mother, my great grandmother, my great grandfather, you know what I mean, just a settle like that.
If you could are you there? Are you there?
At some point in time, that was we. Because that many generations that happened too.
Yeah, God.
At some point it was
But even to go so deep, I was seeing the recompense of my great grandfather, my great grandmother.
And myself.
And myself. You know what I mean? Tell them, you know. So when I give out praises to Yahweh,
Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akakwadash.
I mean, next time, stay tuned. You don't get into slavery on a little deeper basis. I mean, to wake up brothers, a little more. We hope this video will be an edification. The brothers around the world, salute to the elders that rule well. The apostles and elders that rule well in our great millstone. Only brothers, even if you now start the truth, you know what I mean? You're running a good race, keep on the right track.
Right.
I mean, soon out of here. And what to this wicked system?
That's right, my what?
I mean, till then, Shalom.
Shalom.